can have no more than 60 insect fragments per 100 grams. And peanut butter can't have more than 30 insects per 100 grams.
Insect fragments.
Well, it literally just says insects, but I think they forgot to write fragments in that.
Those 30 fragments could just be one insect.
That's right. But
you got to put all the fragments together and see.
You got to rebuild.
That's like when your cereal doesn't have a toy in it. You get the ones with you count the fragments. That's your toy. Count the bug fragments.
Yeah. If you're a fan of not brushing your teeth, as we were discussing earlier, there is something you can do that can help prevent the bacteria that causes bad breath. And you have to chew on unroasted coffee beans.
That makes sense, I guess.
Drinking helps, but it's just less effective.
Yeah.
You gotta chew on the bean itself.
That's kind of gross. But they pack drugs in coffee to hide the scent from drug dogs.
That's right.
Coffee's good at odor, so that makes sense. Well, I have learned some stuff today.
There you go. Always there to help.
Really, the whole theme and the whole point behind this entire episode is rich people eat gross shit and Chinese people eat dumb shit. There you go. There's your food lessons for the year.
Yeah,
American Gord.
Literally, that's all of this in a nutshell.
Don't ever take food from a rich Chinese guy. There's the takeaway from that. Exactly. Rich Chinese guy offers you something to eat. You say, "I'm fine, thank you. I am not hungry."
I think that is the most solid advice ever given in human history.
Because you will get some sick, twisted shit shoved in your face if you say yes to that.
Ew.
Hey, look. It's this bird's nest that I fed to a goose and then chopped out its liver while it was alive and shoved it in a monkey's ass. It's good for sterility. What? Doesn't even make sense.
Shut up and eat it. It's good for you. It's so wrong on every level. Oh, man.
That's where AIDS comes from. In case you guys don't know, that might not be true.
But it might be, so we just don't know yet.
Nobody knows.
Nobody knows. That's just it. It's one of those things.
The law of relativity is now just a special rule. They don't even call it a law anymore. The world's changing every day.
Fucking hell.
This was a blasty blast. I'm always learning a lot. I enjoy the Eric and Gord What If We're Learning show. If you're not learning, then you're an idiot.
I totally agree.
Stay tuned. These will get better, I promise. Today was just not a good day for me. But keep listening, and we will keep getting better.
Absolutely. That's what we'll do.
I will throw my facts at you tomorrow. They will not be food or China related.
Well, then where's the fun in that?
I will have a lot of fun. You'll be surprised.
I just came across. There's the thing. It says 20 interesting facts about the Last Supper. There is no facts because there's no way
to... I'll give you one interesting fact about the Last Supper. Didn't happen. Wasn't a thing.
I'm sure there was a Last Supper. I think somebody had their last meal at some point, but
everybody has a Last Supper at some point. It's the one they have before they die. But
that's right.
Biblical one.
But the actual biblical one
has not happened yet.
I just find that funny. I just thought that was just genius. And here's 10 interesting facts about Adam and Eve. No, they're not.
No.
No, they are not interesting at all.
Here's 10 interesting things you made up in a book, storybook.
Yeah.
That's a good storybook. It's cool. There's no fact. That's like, hey, here's 10 interesting facts about hobbits. No, this doesn't.
No.
Need those facts to be in Klingon, you fucking idiots.
I actually found something out about Eddie Vedder that I did not know, and I don't think you know this. A random.
I don't know either.
Do you remember in the 90s, Eric, the Jim Rose Circus Sideshow?
Do I remember who? What you cut out there?
Oh, the Jim Rose Circus Sideshow.
No, I don't.
Okay. Well, Jim Rose became hugely popular because of Lollapalooza. When they were featured on Lollapalooza, and they became hugely popular because of like Mr. Lifto and all these things. Well, one of the guys on there, what his big thing was that he would take this plastic tube, shove it in his nose, down into his stomach, and they would pump like a mixture of like soda, ketchup, mustard, mayonnaise, and just a whole bunch of gross shit. And they would pump it into his stomach, and he would sort of dance around, let it mix, and then he would siphon it all back out again into a mug, and then they would invite people from the crowd to get up and to try to drink it. It was called bio beer, is what they called it. Well, Eddie Vedder.
That's the stupidest thing I've ever.
Well, Eddie Vedder holds the record for drinking the most of anybody who has ever drinking it. He had the equivalent of 2.5 quarts.
That's pretty filthy.
That's pretty filthy. Over the course of over the course of a week or 2 weeks or something like that, he would go up on stage every night and actually drink it. And drink some every night, and it equaled out to a certain amount. So there you go.
It absolutely sounds like something he would do.
He beat out Al Jorgensen from Ministry, which I thought that was impressive. I thought that guy would have been able to fucking polish it off no problem, but yeah, no, turns out Eddie Vedder.
Was there?
There is a history of new music. I love that fucking show, that podcast show, whatever the fuck they play on the radio. I love that thing. And they did it a whole hour on Eddie Vedder. And I was pissed because I only caught the last fucking 10 minutes, and that was the only story I caught of the whole thing. I'm like, God damn it.
Huh.
So
you're cutting out really bad or something. Now.
You're just started to as well.
I don't get it. But I guess that's a good place to say goodbye to the kitties.
That'll work.
So I am going to stop recording and say goodbye to the kitties.
Bye kitties.
Until next time, take care of each other.
Have a good night, guys. Fuck it. Whatever.
Yes.